What if I told you that the simple act of sweeping your home could either open the doors to wealth and harmony or silently drive them away? Across ancient traditions, sweeping isn't just cleaning, it's a sacred ritual deeply tied to the flow of energy in your home. But here's the catch: when and how you sweep can make all the difference. Are you unknowingly sweeping away your blessings? Or are you preparing your space to welcome abundance? In this video, we'll reveal the secrets behind this ancient belief, including the one time you should never sweep, the ideal hour to attract prosperity, a powerful ritual to cleanse your space and invite fortune. Stay with us until the end, and I'll share a special recipe for transforming your cleaning routine into a magnet for abundance. Ready to unlock the hidden power of sweeping? Let's dive in. In spiritual traditions across the world, daily actions often hold a deeper significance than we might imagine. What appears to be mundane and routine can, in fact, be steeped in symbolism and meaning, influencing not just the immediate task at hand, but the broader energies surrounding our lives. Among these seemingly simple acts, sweeping stands out as an intriguing practice that has been revered in various cultures for its spiritual and energetic implications. At first glance, sweeping might seem like nothing more than an ordinary household chore, a way to rid our living spaces of dust and dirt. But when we look deeper, we discover that it has the power to cleanse, renew, and align the energy in a home, impacting our well-being in ways that are subtle yet profound. The act of sweeping transcends mere cleanliness. It carries a symbolic weight that has been acknowledged and preserved in ancient teachings. In Buddhist philosophy, for instance, sweeping is not just about cleaning the physical environment, but also about clearing the mind and soul. The repetitive motion of the broom becomes a meditative act, a way to focus one's energy and center oneself. As the broom clears the floor, it simultaneously clears emotional and spiritual clutter, making room for clarity, peace, and abundance to flow into one's life. This belief is not unique to Buddhism. Similar ideas can be found in various spiritual traditions that emphasize the importance of maintaining a harmonious balance between the mind, body, and the spaces we inhabit. The timing of our actions, particularly something as routine as sweeping, holds special importance in these traditions. Ancient wisdom suggests that certain times of the day are more energetically charged than others, and aligning our actions with these natural rhythms can significantly influence the outcomes we seek. The act of sweeping, when performed at the wrong time, can disrupt the delicate balance of energies within a home, pushing away blessings, good fortune, and opportunities. Conversely, sweeping at the right time can open pathways to prosperity, peace, and harmony. It's not just the act itself, but the intention, mindfulness, and timing behind it that determine its impact. This idea finds resonance in the teachings of Feng Shui, an ancient Chinese practice centered on creating harmony in living spaces. In Feng Shui, the energy or qi in a home is thought to flow like water, moving through rooms and corners, affecting the lives of those who dwell within. When this energy stagnates, it can create feelings of heaviness, discontent, or misfortune. Sweeping, when done with awareness, becomes a method of redirecting and revitalizing this energy, ensuring it flows freely and supports the occupant's well-being. However, timing is critical. Sweeping at night, for instance, is often discouraged, as it is believed to disturb the peaceful energies that naturally settle in during the evening. Cultural tales and folklore have long reinforced these beliefs, adding layers of meaning and caution to everyday acts like sweeping. Stories from various cultures often depict sweeping as a symbolic act that can invite either abundance or adversity depending on how and when it is performed. In some traditions, sweeping at night is likened to sweeping away wealth, love, or happiness, while sweeping in the morning is seen as a way to welcome prosperity and fresh opportunities. These narratives serve as reminders that our actions, no matter how small, carry weight and significance, influencing not just our physical environment, but also the unseen energies that shape our lives. In addition to timing, the direction of sweeping is also thought to hold symbolic value. Some traditions emphasize sweeping from the inside out, symbolizing the removal of negativity and obstacles, while others discourage sweeping inward, as it is believed to invite unwanted energies into the home. These practices highlight the interplay between physical actions and energetic intentions, demonstrating how deeply intertwined our everyday habits are with our spiritual well-being. Sweeping has also been associated with mindfulness and ritual. In monastic settings, sweeping is often incorporated into daily routines as a way to cultivate discipline, focus, and a sense of purpose. Monks may begin their day by sweeping temple grounds, not only to maintain cleanliness, but also as an expression of humility and devotion. This practice underscores the idea that even the simplest acts, when performed with intention and care, can become a form of meditation, fostering inner peace and clarity. Modern life often distances us from these ancient perspectives, reducing daily chores to mere obligations. However, by revisiting these traditions, we can reframe our understanding of routine tasks like sweeping. Instead of viewing them as mundane or tiresome, we can approach them as opportunities to align our actions with the natural rhythms of life, creating a sense of harmony and balance. By incorporating mindfulness into our cleaning routines, we transform them into acts of renewal and self-care, enhancing not just the physical environment, but also the emotional and spiritual atmosphere of our homes. Ultimately, the act of sweeping serves as a powerful reminder of the interconnectedness of all things. It teaches us that even the most ordinary actions can hold extraordinary meaning when performed with awareness and intention. The symbolism of sweeping extends beyond the act itself, touching upon themes of renewal, detachment, and the continuous flow of life. In acknowledging this, we honor the wisdom of ancient traditions and invite their timeless teachings into our modern lives, enriching our homes and hearts in the process. Timing plays a crucial role in the spiritual significance of daily actions, and sweeping is no exception. Across many ancient traditions and philosophies, there is a deep belief that specific times of the day carry distinct energies. These energies interact with our environment, shaping the flow of positivity, balance, and prosperity in our lives. By aligning our actions with these natural rhythms, we can enhance the harmony of our surroundings and invite abundance into our homes. Conversely, when we act without regard for these energetic patterns, we risk disrupting the delicate balance that supports our well-being. The concept of time as a carrier of energy is not a new one. Ancient cultures observed the natural cycles of the day and night, the phases of the moon, and the changing seasons, recognizing how these rhythms influenced human life. Morning, with its fresh light and awakening energy, was considered a time of renewal and possibility. It symbolized a clean slate, a chance to release the remnants of the past and embrace the opportunities of the present. For this reason, many traditions recommend performing cleansing rituals, including sweeping during the early hours of the day. Sweeping in the morning is thought to clear away not just physical debris, but also the residual energies of the previous day, creating space for new blessings to enter. In contrast, night carries a different energy. The darkness of the evening brings with it a sense of stillness and introspection. It is a time for rest and restoration, a moment when the home recharges and accumulates positive energies to sustain its occupants through the challenges of the next day. Sweeping during these hours is often seen as counterproductive, as it is thought to disturb this sacred calm. In many traditions, it is believed that sweeping at night can metaphorically sweep away good fortune, scattering the blessings that have gathered during the day. This belief is so deeply ingrained in some cultures that it is passed down as folklore, with cautionary tales illustrating the consequences of disregarding this wisdom. The significance of timing is not limited to spiritual practices. It also resonates in scientific and psychological contexts. Modern research has shown that humans and their environments are influenced by circadian rhythms, the natural biological cycles that regulate our physical, mental, and behavioral changes throughout the day. These rhythms align with the cycles of light and darkness, shaping our energy levels, mood, and overall sense of harmony. By timing our actions, including household chores, to align with these rhythms, we can create a sense of order and balance that supports our well-being. In the context of sweeping, this alignment becomes particularly important. Sweeping is more than a physical act. It is a symbolic gesture that interacts with the flow of energy in our homes. Performing it at the wrong time can inadvertently disrupt the balance we seek to maintain. For instance, sweeping at noon, a time when the sun is at its peak and the day's energy is most vibrant, can scatter the momentum that has been building since morning. Similarly, sweeping at night, when the energy of the home is settling into a state of rest, can unsettle this process, leading to a sense of disharmony. Many ancient teachings emphasize that the timing of sweeping should not only align with the natural rhythms of the day, but also reflect the specific intentions of the act. For example, sweeping in the morning can be a way to symbolically invite new opportunities, clearing a path for prosperity and success. The morning hours, particularly between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m., are seen as a window of opportunity when the energies of renewal and abundance are at their peak. Sweeping during this time becomes an act of preparation, a way to create an environment that welcomes positivity and growth. Nighttime, on the other hand, is considered a period of preservation. The energies accumulated during the day begin to settle, creating a reservoir of tranquility and harmony. Sweeping during these hours, particularly after sunset, is thought to disturb this delicate process. In some traditions, it is believed that sweeping at night can inadvertently remove not only physical dirt, but also the subtle energies of prosperity, love, and happiness that the home has absorbed throughout the day. This belief underscores the importance of being mindful of the timing of our actions, recognizing that even the simplest tasks can have far-reaching effects on our spiritual and emotional well-being. The wisdom of timing also extends to the way we approach our daily routines. By observing the natural rhythms of the day, we can cultivate a sense of mindfulness and intentionality in our actions. This practice allows us to move through life with greater awareness, attuned to the subtle energies that shape our experiences. Sweeping, when performed at the right time, becomes a powerful tool for aligning our environment with our aspirations, clearing the way for positivity and abundance to flow freely into our lives. Timing is not merely a practical consideration, but a spiritual principle that connects us to the larger rhythms of the universe. It reminds us that every moment carries its own energy, and that by acting in harmony with these cycles, we can create a sense of balance and fulfillment in our lives. The act of sweeping, simple as it may seem, becomes a profound expression of this principle, demonstrating the power of small, intentional actions to shape the energy of our homes and, by extension, our lives. By respecting the timing of our actions, we honor the wisdom of the traditions that have come before us. We recognize that the rhythms of the day are not arbitrary, but are imbued with meaning and purpose, guiding us toward a deeper understanding of the connection between our actions and the energies that surround us. Sweeping at the right time with mindfulness and intention, allows us to align with these rhythms, creating a harmonious flow that supports our journey toward prosperity, peace, and balance. Morning, the time when the first light of day filters through the windows, carries a unique and transformative energy. It is a period of renewal, a symbolic reset that offers an opportunity to release what no longer serves us and make space for what is to come. For centuries, spiritual traditions and ancient wisdom have recognized the special significance of these early hours, emphasizing their role as the ideal time for actions that cleanse and align our environment. Among these, the act of sweeping holds particular importance, embodying the principle of clearing away stagnant energies to invite prosperity, harmony, and fresh opportunities into the home. In the early hours between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m., the world seems to awaken gently. The air is crisp, the light is soft, and the energy is untainted by the hustle and busyness of the day. This period is seen as a sacred window when the energies of the previous day have settled and the space is ready to receive the new. Sweeping during these hours is not just a mundane task, it is a symbolic act that prepares the home for the day ahead, aligning its energy with the promise of abundance and positivity. This belief is deeply rooted in ancient teachings, which hold that the energy of the home accumulates overnight, much like a reservoir. As we sleep, the atmosphere becomes still, collecting both the remnants of the past day and the restorative energies of the night. By morning, this accumulation needs to be released, making room for the vibrant energy of the new day. Sweeping in the morning becomes a ritual of renewal, a way to physically and energetically clear the space, ensuring that the blessings of the day can flow unhindered. In many cultures, this practice is imbued with spiritual significance. It is said that the direction in which you sweep, the care with which you perform the act, and even the intention behind it can influence the outcomes you seek. Sweeping from the back of the house toward the front door, for instance, is believed to guide stagnant energies out, symbolically clearing a path for prosperity to enter. The act becomes a mindful meditation, where each sweep of the broom is a gesture of invitation, a way of saying to the universe, I am ready to receive. The morning hours are also considered a time of heightened receptivity, both for the individual and the home. As the world awakens, so too does the potential for new beginnings and opportunities. Sweeping during this time aligns your actions with the natural flow of energy, creating a harmonious resonance that supports your intentions. The quiet of the morning provides the perfect backdrop for this practice, allowing you to approach it with focus and mindfulness, free from the distractions of the day. Stories from various cultures highlight the transformative power of sweeping in the morning. In one such tale, a wise elder named Liwei demonstrated this principle to a young man named Chen. Struggling with a series of misfortunes, Chen sought the elder's guidance on how to attract prosperity and harmony into his life. Instead of offering advice in words, Liwei invited Chen to observe him at dawn. As the first rays of sunlight illuminated the earth, the elder began to sweep his home with calm and deliberate movements, starting from the innermost rooms and moving toward the door. Liwei explained that this ritual was more than an act of cleaning. It was a way to honor the new day, to release the old energies of the night, and to prepare the space for the blessings to come. Each sweep of the broom was a gesture of gratitude for the opportunities ahead, a symbolic clearing of the path for abundance to find its way. Inspired by this practice, Chen adopted it in his own home, sweeping each morning with the same devotion and intention. Over time, he noticed a shift, not just in the atmosphere of his home, but in his own life. Opportunities began to arise effortlessly, conflicts dissolved, and a sense of peace settled over him. The act of sweeping in the morning is not limited to physical cleansing. It extends to the emotional and spiritual dimensions of the home. As you sweep away the dust and debris, you're also sweeping away doubts, worries, and negativity, creating a space that feels lighter and more aligned with your aspirations. The process becomes an opportunity to set intentions for the day, to visualize the kind of energy you wish to invite into your life, and to establish a sense of control and purpose. Moreover, the act of sweeping in the morning fosters a deeper connection with your living space. It transforms your home from a mere physical structure into a sanctuary, a place that nurtures and supports you. By engaging in this practice, you acknowledge the home as a living entity, one that responds to care and attention. The energy you cultivate within its walls reflects back on you, influencing your mood, your relationships, and your ability to attract abundance. The timing of morning sweeping is also thought to influence its effectiveness. Early hours, particularly just after sunrise, are considered the most potent for this practice. The fresh light of dawn carries a cleansing energy, amplifying the effects of your actions. Sweeping during this time becomes an act of synchronization, where your movements align with the natural cycles of renewal and growth. In a modern context, this practice can serve as a grounding ritual, a way to start the day with mindfulness and intention. Amid the rush and demands of daily life, taking a few moments each morning to sweep your home can become a form of self-care, a pause that allows you to reconnect with your surroundings and set a positive tone for the day. The act itself is simple, but its impact can be profound, influencing not just the energy of your home, but your own sense of balance and well-being. Sweeping in the morning is a practice that invites abundance, harmony, and renewal into your life. It is a reminder that small, intentional actions can have a ripple effect, shaping the energy of your environment and creating the conditions for positivity to thrive. By embracing this practice, you align yourself with the rhythms of the day, fostering a sense of connection and purpose that carries you forward. It is a simple yet powerful way to honor the new day and all the possibilities it holds. Noon is a fascinating time of day, a moment when the sun reaches its zenith and the world feels alive with energy. This peak of light and heat carries a special significance in many ancient traditions, where it is seen as a period of delicate balance. The morning's momentum is still present, yet the day begins to shift into a phase of slower reflection as the afternoon approaches. Noon is a time of transition, a brief pause in the day's cycle, and this unique quality makes it both powerful and fragile. For this reason, actions taken during this time, including sweeping, must be approached with care and intention. Sweeping at noon is often discouraged in spiritual teachings, as it is believed to disturb the natural equilibrium of energies that have been accumulating since the morning. The energy at noon is vibrant but also vulnerable, a state that requires preservation rather than disruption. When we sweep during this time, we risk scattering the harmonious flow that has been established, inadvertently driving away the good fortune and productivity that the morning has set in motion. Instead of creating clarity, sweeping at noon can feel like unraveling a carefully woven fabric, leaving the space and our own efforts feeling scattered and incomplete. This principle is deeply embedded in cultural wisdom and is often illustrated through stories and lessons passed down through generations. One such story is that of Jiro, a carpenter renowned in his village for his skill and creativity. Jiro's work was admired for its precision and beauty, and he took great pride in his craft. However, a period of stagnation befell him, and he found himself struggling to complete even the simplest projects. The inspiration and flow that once guided his hands seemed to have vanished, leaving him frustrated and exhausted. Seeking answers, Jiro visited a wise elder in his village, sharing his struggles and asking for guidance. The elder listened attentively, observing Jiro's habits and routines. After some reflection, the elder posed an unexpected question. "What do you do at noon in your workshop?" Jiro explained that he often swept his workspace at this time, believing it to be a practical way to maintain order and reset for the afternoon. The elder smiled knowingly and explained the significance of noon as a time of balance. Noon is when the energy of the morning converges with the anticipation of the afternoon. It is not a time for dispersal, but for preservation. By sweeping, you are disrupting this balance, scattering the very energy you have worked so hard to build. Inspired by this insight, Jiro changed his habits. Instead of sweeping at noon, he began using the time to pause, reflect, and allow the sunlight to fill his workshop. He opened the windows to let in fresh air, lit a small candle to create a sense of calm, and focused on preserving the energy of the space rather than disturbing it. Gradually, he noticed a shift. His creativity returned. His work flowed effortlessly once more, and the sense of harmony he had lost was restored. This story highlights the importance of honoring the energy of noon as a moment of pause and equilibrium. Instead of sweeping, there are gentler ways to refresh the space without disrupting its balance. Opening windows to allow natural light and fresh air to flow through the home is a simple yet effective practice. Placing plants near entrances can also help maintain a steady flow of positive energy, as plants are known for their ability to absorb negativity and radiate a sense of freshness and vitality. Lighting a candle or incense can create a serene atmosphere, allowing you to center yourself and set positive intentions for the rest of the day. The direction in which we sweep carries as much significance as the timing. Sweeping is not merely an act of physical cleaning, but also a symbolic gesture, one that influences the flow of energy within a space. Ancient traditions emphasize that sweeping from the inside out, moving toward the door, is the most effective way to cleanse a home. This practice is thought to guide negative energies out of the space, creating room for positive energies to circulate freely. This belief is rooted in the understanding that energy, like water, moves and flows. When we sweep from the back of the house toward the front door, we align with this natural flow, helping to release stagnant or heavy energies that may have accumulated over time. Each sweep of the broom becomes a deliberate act of clearing and renewal, a way of telling the negative forces, "You have no place here." This practice is both practical and symbolic, fostering a sense of clarity and openness within the home. The story of Aiko, a woman struggling to create a sense of peace in her home, illustrates the transformative power of this practice. Despite her best efforts to clean and organize, Aiko felt that her home remained heavy with an unexplainable sadness. Seeking guidance, she turned to an elder in her village who shared the wisdom of sweeping direction. The elder explained that by sweeping inward, Aiko was inadvertently inviting negativity into her space. When you sweep out, the elder advised, you are not just removing dirt, you are releasing what no longer serves you. It is an act of detachment, a way to free your home and yourself from burdens. Aiko took this advice to heart. She began each day by sweeping from the deepest corners of her home toward the front door, visualizing how each motion expelled the negativity that had weighed her down. Over time, she noticed a remarkable change. The atmosphere in her home became lighter, her mood improved, and visitors remarked on the welcoming energy of her space. The simple act of sweeping in the right direction had transformed her home into a sanctuary of peace and positivity. The practice of sweeping from the inside out also reflects a broader principle of life, the importance of letting go. Just as a home needs to release stagnant energies to maintain harmony, we too must learn to release the thoughts, emotions, and habits that no longer serve us. By adopting this approach to sweeping, we not only cleanse our physical environment, but also create a ripple effect that fosters emotional and spiritual well-being. This tradition also encourages mindfulness. When we sweep with intention, focusing on the flow of energy and the symbolism of our actions, we deepen our connection to the space we inhabit. Each motion becomes purposeful, a reminder that even the smallest gestures can have profound effects on our lives. The direction of sweeping, like the timing, is a way to align our actions with the natural rhythms of the universe, creating a harmonious flow that supports our goals and aspirations. In combining the principles of timing and direction, sweeping becomes more than a chore. It becomes a ritual, a sacred act that nurtures both the home and the soul. By respecting the energy of noon and adopting the practice of sweeping from the inside out, we create a space that welcomes positivity, abundance, and harmony. These simple yet profound practices remind us of the power of intentional living, demonstrating that even the most ordinary actions can hold extraordinary significance when approached with awareness and care. When a home is left empty for long periods, it can begin to feel lifeless, as though the walls themselves are holding their breath. Even if the house is clean and well maintained, the absence of movement and activity can create an atmosphere of stagnation. Ancient teachings across cultures have long recognized this phenomenon, explaining that a house, much like a living being, thrives on the presence of life, movement, and flow. Without these elements, the energy within the space can grow heavy and dense, leaving the home feeling cold and unwelcoming. Fortunately, there are ways to maintain the vitality of a home even during periods of emptiness, ensuring that its energy remains fresh, light, and inviting. Energy stagnation in an empty house is not a new concept. Spiritual traditions have always emphasized the importance of maintaining movement and flow in a space to prevent it from becoming energetically dormant. Just as water left stagnant can become murky, the energy of a home that is unoccupied for extended periods can lose its vibrancy. To counteract this, intentional practices can help keep the energy circulating, ensuring that the home continues to feel alive and supportive, even in the absence of its inhabitants. One of the simplest and most effective ways to prevent stagnant energy is to maintain a sense of order within the home. Clutter, even in small amounts, can act as an obstacle to the natural flow of energy. It gathers dust, absorbs emotions, and creates a sense of heaviness that weighs down the atmosphere. Keeping surfaces clear, organizing belongings, and regularly tidying up can help create a sense of openness and allow energy to move freely. Even if a home remains unoccupied for most of the day, the act of keeping it orderly can make a significant difference in its overall energy. Another key to maintaining energy flow is allowing the home to breathe. This can be achieved by opening windows and doors for a short time each day, even if no one is present. Fresh air acts as a natural purifier, sweeping out the stale energy and bringing in the vitality of the outside world. Sunlight also plays an important role as it illuminates and warms the space, creating an atmosphere of positivity and renewal. By letting in light and air, the home is infused with the dynamic energy it needs to remain balanced and alive. Plants are another powerful tool for maintaining a home's energy. Known as nature's guardians, they not only add beauty to a space, but also actively cleanse and refresh the atmosphere. Certain plants, such as snake plants, peace lilies, and pothos, are particularly effective at absorbing negative energy and emitting a sense of calm. Placing plants near windows, in corners, or at entrances can help to create a natural flow of energy, ensuring that the home remains vibrant even during periods of emptiness. Their presence acts as a bridge between the inside and the outside, connecting the home to the vitality of nature. Rituals involving light and scent can also help keep the energy of a home fresh. Lighting a candle or burning incense, even for a short time, creates an atmosphere of calm and serenity. The soft glow of a flame or the soothing aroma of natural essences like lavender, sage, or sandalwood can imbue the space with a sense of warmth and protection. These small rituals not only refresh the energy, but also serve as a reminder that the home is a living space, deserving of care and attention. In a broader sense, the way we treat our homes reflects how we treat ourselves. When we invest effort in maintaining the vitality of our living spaces, we create an environment that supports our own well-being. This relationship between home and self becomes even more profound when we consider the use of natural essences to enhance the act of cleaning. In many traditions, certain plants and herbs are believed to carry specific energetic properties that can transform the atmosphere of a home. By incorporating these essences into our cleaning practices, we elevate the act of sweeping or mopping from a simple chore to a powerful ritual of renewal and protection. Natural essences such as rue, cinnamon, and rosemary are particularly revered for their ability to influence energy. Rue, often referred to as the herb of grace, is known for its protective qualities. It is said to create a shield against negative influences, ensuring that the home remains a sanctuary of peace. Adding a few drops of rue essence to the water used for sweeping can imbue the home with this protective energy, creating an invisible barrier that safeguards its harmony. Cinnamon, on the other hand, is associated with warmth, abundance, and prosperity. Its sweet, spicy aroma is believed to attract good fortune and positive opportunities. By using cinnamon-infused water to clean the floors, one can symbolically invite abundance into the home. The act of sweeping with cinnamon water becomes a gesture of openness, a way of clearing the path for prosperity to flow freely into the space. Rosemary, a herb known for its cleansing and purifying properties, is ideal for releasing stagnant or negative energy. Its fresh, invigorating scent acts as a natural energizer, renewing the space and creating an atmosphere of clarity. When used in cleaning, rosemary essence helps to refresh the energy of a home, ensuring that it remains light and free from tension. The ritual of cleaning with these essences is more than just a physical process. It is an opportunity to engage with the home on a deeper level. As you sweep, mop, or wipe surfaces, you can visualize the energy of the space being transformed. Picture the essence spreading through every corner, filling the home with its protective, abundant, or purifying qualities. This mindful approach turns a routine task into an act of intention, aligning the physical and energetic aspects of the home. The benefits of incorporating natural essences into cleaning practices are not just symbolic, but also emotional and spiritual. The soothing aromas of these essences create an atmosphere of calm and comfort, making the home feel like a true sanctuary. They also serve as a reminder of the connection between humans and nature, grounding us in the knowledge that we are part of a larger, interconnected system. Through these practices, we can maintain the energy of our homes, even in challenging or uncertain times. Whether the home is empty for long periods or bustling with activity, the intentional use of plants, light, and natural essences ensures that it remains a space of vitality and support. By honoring the energy of the home, we honor ourselves, creating an environment that nurtures our growth, happiness, and prosperity. These small but meaningful acts remind us that our homes are more than just shelters. They are reflections of our inner selves and the foundation for the lives we build within their walls. Morning rituals like sweeping become transformative acts when combined with mindfulness and spiritual intent. Chapter 8 delves into the deeper symbolic relationship between our living spaces and inner selves. Homes are not just physical structures, they are extensions of who we are, housing not only our belongings, but also the energies that define our emotional and spiritual well-being. every action we perform within our home, from arranging furniture to cleaning, mirrors how we treat ourselves, our aspirations, and our relationships. Sweeping, an act often seen as purely mundane, is reimagined here as a profound tool for cultivating harmony, balance, and abundance. When we take the time to care for our homes, we engage in a subtle but powerful dialogue with our surroundings. The physical act of sweeping represents a larger intention to clear away stagnation and negativity, making space for the positive forces of life to flourish. This process involves not only removing physical dirt, but also symbolically letting go of emotional clutter and past burdens. In doing so, we transform our homes into sanctuaries that nurture our growth and reflect the lives we wish to create. By aligning the act of sweeping with ancient wisdom, we unlock its full potential. Timing is critical. Sweeping in the morning as the sun rises invites the fresh energy of the day to flow into the home, while avoiding sweeping at night preserves the tranquil, restorative energies that accumulate during the evening. Sweeping at noon, when the day's energy is at its peak, can disturb its delicate balance. These practices honor the natural rhythms of life, reminding us that harmony comes from aligning our actions with the cycles of the universe. Direction also matters. Sweeping from the inside out symbolizes a release, guiding negativity and stagnant energy toward the door and out of the home. It is an act of liberation, a way to free both ourselves and our spaces from the weight of what no longer serves us. Incorporating natural essences like rue, cinnamon, and rosemary into the cleaning process further elevates this ritual, infusing the home with protection, abundance, and clarity. These small gestures amplify the spiritual significance of sweeping, turning it into a practice that heals and renews. The relationship between a home and its inhabitants is reciprocal. When we treat our homes with care and intention, they repay us by creating an environment that supports our happiness, health, and success. An empty or neglected home can feel cold and heavy, but through simple acts like opening windows, placing plants, or lighting candles, we can keep its energy alive. These practices reconnect us to the natural world, reminding us of the harmony that comes from living in alignment with its rhythms. The teachings from these chapters reveal a profound truth. Our homes are mirrors of our inner selves. Sweeping, a seemingly ordinary act, is transformed into a powerful ritual when performed with mindfulness, timing, and intention. The practice allows us to align with the cycles of the day, release negative energies, and invite positivity and abundance into our lives. Morning sweeping clears the path for new opportunities, while avoiding nighttime and noon sweeping preserves the harmony of our efforts. Sweeping outward from the deepest corners of our homes lets us symbolically let go of burdens, creating space for renewal. The addition of natural essences enhances this process, turning routine cleaning into a sacred act of purification and protection. Through these practices, we cultivate a home that not only shelters us, but also supports our dreams, aspirations, and emotional well-being. Remember that every small action within your home has the potential to ripple outward, influencing your life in profound ways. By caring for your space with love, respect, and intention, you nurture the very foundation of your existence. Your home becomes a sanctuary, a place of peace and prosperity, reflecting the balance and harmony you cultivate within yourself. Thank you for joining this journey into the transformative power of sweeping and home care. If these teachings resonate with you, consider incorporating them into your daily life. Let's continue to explore the extraordinary potential hidden in the ordinary, one mindful act at a time. Share your experiences in the comments below, and let's build a community rooted in harmony, abundance, and growth. Until next time, may your home always be a haven of light, love, and prosperity. In the midst of chaos, when the world feels like it's spinning out of control, one simple action can help you find clarity and success. Pause and anchor yourself in the present moment. Chaos often overwhelms us because our minds scatter, grappling with uncertainty, replaying past mistakes, or fearing future outcomes. By pausing and grounding yourself in the now, you create a pocket of calm within the storm. This calm allows you to respond, not react, and to see opportunities hidden in the noise. Close your eyes for a moment, allowing the world around you to soften and fade. With this simple gesture, you take the first step toward a mindful breath. It's not just a physical act, but an invitation to return to the present moment, the only place where true peace resides. As you close your eyes, the external chaos begins to quiet. You may still sense it in the background, but your focus turns inward, toward a calm that waits patiently for your attention. This pause is a profound act of self-care, signaling to your mind and body that it's time to reset. Begin with an inhale, slow and steady, through your nose. Breathe in deeply, feeling the air as it enters your nostrils and fills your lungs. Let this breath be your anchor, grounding you amidst the currents of thoughts and emotions swirling in your mind. Count silently to 4 as you draw in this life-giving breath. Each count is like a gentle beat, creating rhythm and order within you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel the expansion in your chest, your ribcage, your belly, as they respond to this act of nourishment. At the top of your inhale, pause. Hold your breath softly, as if cradling it. This stillness, lasting 4 counts, is a moment of profound balance. The chaos of the external world is on hold, and all that exists is this serene pause. While holding your breath, notice the sensations in your body. Perhaps there's a slight tension as you keep the air within, or maybe a sense of fullness. These are reminders of your aliveness, small miracles often taken for granted. Now, begin to exhale slowly through your mouth. Let the breath leave your body like a gentle sigh, soft and unhurried. Count to 4 as you release it, matching the rhythm of your inhale. With each count, feel a wave of relaxation cascading through you. As the air exits, imagine it carrying away any tension or stress you might be holding. Visualize negativity leaving your body with this exhale, dissipating into the vastness around you. It is no longer yours to carry. Notice how your body responds to this release. There might be a subtle drop in your shoulders, a softening of your jaw, or a loosening of your grip on the moment. These small shifts are signs of your body finding ease. After the exhale, pause again briefly, allowing yourself to rest in the emptiness left behind. This is a space of renewal, a blank slate where the mind can reset. It's the natural rhythm of life. Inhale, hold, exhale, pause. With each cycle of mindful breathing, you create a flow that connects you to the present. The repetition brings a sense of steadiness, a reminder that even in chaos, there is a rhythm to return to. As you continue breathing this way, notice the subtle changes within. The racing thoughts may slow, the tightness in your chest may ease, and a sense of spaciousness may begin to unfold in your mind. This practice is not about perfection. It's natural for your thoughts to wander. When they do, gently guide your attention back to your breath, like a shepherd leading a wayward flock back to safety. Feel gratitude for this breath, for this simple yet profound tool you carry with you always. It requires no special equipment, no elaborate preparation, just your presence. Through mindful breathing, you begin to notice how it impacts your state of being. The heart rate slows, the muscles relax, and the nervous system shifts out of fight or flight mode into a state of rest and restoration. This physiological shift is your body's way of saying you are safe. It's a powerful reminder that even in the midst of chaos, you can find safety within yourself. Over time, this practice strengthens your resilience. Each mindful breath becomes a thread in a tapestry of calm and clarity, woven one moment at a time. As the mind clears, you may find space for creativity and problem solving that felt out of reach before. The clarity that comes from mindful breathing is like a light cutting through fog, revealing a path forward. You don't have to wait for the chaos to subside to find this clarity. Mindful breathing empowers you to access it even while the storm rages on. It's a tool for thriving, not just surviving. Notice how this single breath connects you to the present moment. The past fades into memory, and the future recedes into possibility. All that exists is the here and now. This practice is a reminder that success in chaos is not about controlling the uncontrollable. It's about finding your center and responding with intention and grace. Each mindful breath is a step toward mastery over your inner world. It's a small but powerful act, one that radiates outward to influence your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Even as you open your eyes and return to your day, this practice lingers. The calm it cultivates stays with you, like a quiet strength you can draw upon whenever needed. The more you practice mindful breathing, the more natural it becomes. Over time, it transforms from a deliberate act into a way of being, a constant companion in your journey through life's chaos. So, take one mindful breath. Let it remind you of your strength, your calm, and your ability to navigate whatever life brings. Breath by breath, you find your way. Chaos can feel overwhelming, like a tidal wave sweeping over every part of your life, leaving you grasping for stability. In such moments, clarity seems distant, buried beneath the clutter of thoughts and emotions that vie for your attention. When faced with this turbulence, the key is not to tackle everything at once, but to simplify your approach. Instead of attempting to conquer the chaos in its entirety, focus on identifying one actionable step. This small shift in perspective can be the gateway to regaining control. The mind, in moments of disarray, tends to magnify problems. It races from one concern to another, amplifying stress and confusion. However, by redirecting your attention to a single, manageable action, you reduce the mental clutter. This approach transforms what feels insurmountable into something tangible and achievable. The act of identifying one purposeful step brings focus to your efforts and minimizes distractions that drain your energy. The beauty of this method lies in its simplicity. You don't need elaborate plans or perfect conditions to proceed. All that's required is a moment of intentional reflection. By pausing to ask yourself, what's the next best step I can take right now? You give your mind permission to slow down and prioritize. This question serves as an anchor, grounding you in the present moment and providing a sense of direction amid the confusion. When you take the time to identify a single action, you're making a powerful choice. It's a choice to step out of the whirlwind of chaos and into a state of mindful presence. This shift allows you to approach challenges with clarity, enabling you to focus on solutions rather than being overwhelmed by problems. By doing so, you begin to take control of your circumstances, one step at a time. The process of finding this one action starts with an honest assessment of your current situation. What is truly urgent? What requires your attention now? By answering these questions, you strip away the noise of less important tasks and hone in on what matters most. This step prioritizes purpose over perfection, reminding you that progress is more valuable than an idealized outcome. A single action doesn't have to be monumental to make an impact. Sometimes the simplest acts, sending an email, making a call, or organizing your workspace, can create momentum. These actions might seem small in isolation, but their cumulative effect can lead to profound changes. One step sets the stage for another, gradually creating a sense of accomplishment and order. In choosing your next step, remember that it's not about doing everything right now. It's about doing the right thing right now. This mindset prevents you from falling into the trap of multitasking, which often exacerbates chaos rather than alleviating it. Instead, you focus your energy on a single task, ensuring it's completed with attention and care. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in this process. By practicing mindfulness, you become aware of your thoughts, emotions, and surroundings without judgment. This awareness helps you identify which actions align with your goals and values. It also prevents you from making decisions driven by fear or panic, enabling you to act with intention and confidence. The practice of identifying one action is not just about achieving results. It's about cultivating a sense of empowerment. Each time you take a purposeful step, you reinforce the belief that you are capable of navigating challenges. This confidence builds resilience, equipping you to handle future difficulties with grace and determination. In chaotic times, it's easy to feel stuck, as though no action will make a difference. However, even the smallest step forward breaks the cycle of inertia. It disrupts the pattern of overthinking and redirects your energy toward movement. This shift from stagnation to action can be profoundly liberating, reminding you that you are not powerless. By focusing on one action, you also create space for clarity to emerge. As you move forward, new insights and opportunities often reveal themselves. What once seemed murky becomes clearer, allowing you to refine your approach and adapt as needed. This process transforms chaos from an obstacle into a catalyst for growth. Taking a single step doesn't just benefit you, it can also inspire those around you. When others see you responding to challenges with intentionality, it sets an example of calm and purpose. Your actions can motivate others to approach their own difficulties with a similar mindset, fostering a sense of collective resilience. Moreover, this practice aligns with the principle of mindfulness, which teaches us to focus on the present moment rather than being consumed by worries about the past or future. By identifying one actionable step, you ground yourself in the now, reducing stress and enhancing your ability to make thoughtful decisions. Each step you take reinforces the habit of intentional living. Over time, this habit becomes second nature, enabling you to navigate both calm and chaotic periods with ease. It's a skill that not only enhances your personal well-being, but also strengthens your relationships as your grounded presence positively impacts those around you. The simplicity of focusing on one action ensures that it's accessible to everyone, regardless of circumstances. It requires no special tools or resources, only a willingness to pause and reflect. This universality makes it a powerful practice, capable of transforming lives in both small and significant ways. Importantly, this practice doesn't dismiss the complexity of chaos. Rather, it acknowledges it while offering a way to move forward. It's not about denying the challenges you face, but about responding to them with clarity and purpose. This balance between acceptance and action is at the heart of mindful living. Through this approach, you cultivate a mindset of problem-solving rather than problem-dwelling. Instead of being overwhelmed by the magnitude of your circumstances, you focus on what's within your control. This shift empowers you to create positive change even in the most trying times. As you integrate this practice into your daily life, you may notice a ripple effect. The more you focus on intentional actions, the more manageable your challenges become. This creates a cycle of progress, where each step builds on the last, gradually leading to greater stability and success. The act of identifying one action is both a practical tool and a spiritual practice. It teaches you to trust in your ability to navigate uncertainty and to find meaning even in the midst of chaos. This trust fosters a sense of inner peace, allowing you to face challenges with courage and composure. In moments of doubt, remind yourself that success doesn't require perfection. It requires persistence. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a testament to your resilience and determination. This perspective transforms challenges into opportunities for growth and learning. Even when the path ahead seems unclear, the next step often illuminates itself as you move forward. Trusting in this process allows you to embrace uncertainty with an open heart, knowing that clarity will come in time. This trust is a powerful antidote to fear, enabling you to act with faith and confidence. By focusing on one action, you also cultivate gratitude for the progress you've made. Each step becomes a reminder of your strength and resourcefulness, reinforcing a positive mindset. This gratitude enhances your overall well-being, creating a sense of fulfillment that transcends the chaos. Ultimately, the practice of identifying one action is a testament to the power of simplicity. It reminds us that even in the most complex situations, clarity can be found through deliberate and mindful choices. In the midst of chaos, this single step can be the foundation upon which success is built. When chaos strikes, the next best step is often the simplest. Instead of battling the storm, you anchor yourself in the present and move forward, one intentional action at a time. This approach not only helps you navigate challenges, but also cultivates a profound sense of purpose and resilience. Each step, no matter how small, becomes a victory over the chaos, guiding you toward clarity and success. By consistently practicing this method, you start to build a new relationship with chaos. Rather than perceiving it as something to be feared or avoided, you begin to see it as an opportunity to grow. Every moment of uncertainty becomes a chance to practice focus, patience, and adaptability. These qualities, once developed, become tools that you can carry with you in any situation. This process also shifts your perspective on what success means. It's no longer defined by grand achievements or perfect results, but by your ability to keep moving forward, no matter how small the steps. Success becomes a journey measured by the steady progress you make rather than the speed at which you arrive. The ripple effects of this practice extend far beyond the immediate situation. When you approach chaos with clarity and intentionality, you develop a sense of trust in yourself. This self-trust becomes a foundation of inner strength, enabling you to face future challenges with confidence. It also allows you to approach life with greater optimism, knowing that you have the tools to navigate whatever comes your way. Each time you identify and act on a single step, you are reinforcing the belief that you are capable of overcoming obstacles. This belief doesn't just stay in your mind, it shapes your actions, your choices, and your outlook on life. Over time, it creates a cycle of empowerment where each success builds on the last, paving the way for even greater achievements. In addition, this practice fosters a deeper connection to the present moment. By focusing on the here and now, you free yourself from the weight of regrets about the past or worries about the future. This presence allows you to experience life more fully, finding moments of peace and joy even in the midst of difficulty. The simplicity of this approach is what makes it so powerful. In a world that often demands complexity, stripping things down to one clear action is like finding a lifeline. It's a reminder that you don't have to solve everything at once. You just need to take the next step. As you continue to integrate this practice into your life, you may notice how it influences other areas. Relationships, work, and personal growth all benefit from this focused, intentional approach. The clarity you cultivate in one area often spills over into others, creating a ripple effect of positive change. This practice also aligns with the natural rhythms of life. Just as a river carves its path one drop at a time, so too can you create meaningful change through consistent, purposeful action. It's a reminder that progress doesn't have to be dramatic to be effective. Even the smallest steps can lead to profound transformation. When chaos threatens to overwhelm you, it can be tempting to freeze or retreat. But by choosing to focus on one actionable step, you reclaim your power. This choice, though simple, is an act of courage. It's a declaration that you are willing to face the challenge, no matter how daunting it may seem. In this way, chaos becomes less of an adversary and more of a teacher. It shows you where your strengths lie, where you need to grow, and how you can adapt. Each step you take in the face of chaos is a testament to your resilience and your commitment to move forward, no matter the circumstances. As you build this habit, you may also notice a shift in how you view challenges. They become less intimidating, less overwhelming. Instead, they start to feel like puzzles to be solved, one piece at a time. This mindset not only reduces stress, but also fosters a sense of curiosity and creativity. The practice of identifying one action is also deeply compassionate. It acknowledges that you are human, that you don't have to have all the answers or do everything at once. It gives you permission to focus on what's within your capacity in the moment, creating a sense of ease and self-acceptance. Even in the midst of chaos, this approach allows you to maintain a sense of control. While you may not be able to change everything, you can always choose your next step. This choice, however small, is a powerful reminder of your agency and your ability to influence your circumstances. Over time, this practice becomes a way of life. It teaches you to approach challenges with patience and intentionality rather than rushing to fix everything at once. This mindset creates a sense of balance, allowing you to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease and grace. Ultimately, the practice of identifying one action is a gift you give yourself. It's a way to honor your ability to adapt and thrive, even in the face of uncertainty. Each step you take is a testament to your strength, your wisdom, and your capacity to create a life of purpose and meaning. Chaos often presents itself as a storm of uncontrollable circumstances, demanding attention and energy from every direction. In such moments, it's easy to feel trapped, like a swimmer caught in a riptide, desperately fighting against forces far greater than our own. However, the key to finding peace is not to wrestle with what lies beyond our grasp, but to release it. Letting go is not about giving up or resigning yourself to failure. It's about understanding the natural limits of your influence and embracing a sense of surrender. Surrender here does not mean weakness. It means strength. A conscious decision to focus only on what you can shape and leaving the rest to unfold as it may. The human mind instinctively tries to control as much as possible. We make plans, strategize, and analyze scenarios to prepare for the future. Yet control is often an illusion. Life is unpredictable, and no amount of planning can account for every twist and turn. Recognizing this truth can feel disconcerting, but it is also liberating. Imagine holding a handful of sand. The harder you squeeze, the more the grains slip through your fingers. In contrast, when you relax your grip, the sand stays in your palm. Life works similarly. The tighter we cling to control, the more elusive it becomes. Letting go allows us to preserve our energy and focus on what truly matters. One of the reasons we struggle to release control is fear. Fear convinces us that if we don't micromanage every aspect of our lives, things will fall apart. But often, this fear is unfounded. By clinging to what we cannot influence, we create unnecessary stress, cloud our judgment, and hinder our ability to act wisely. Releasing control starts with acknowledging what is within your sphere of influence. Think of this as a circle. Inside are your thoughts, actions, and choices, everything you can directly affect. Outside the circle are external circumstances, other people's actions, and unpredictable events. Worrying about what lies outside only drains your energy. To release the rest, practice acceptance. Acceptance is not passive. It is an active recognition of reality as it is, not as you wish it to be. When you accept the present moment fully, you can respond to it with clarity rather than resistance. Resistance only deepens suffering, while acceptance opens the door to peace. Consider the natural rhythm of the seasons. We cannot force the winter to end or the sun to shine on a cloudy day. Yet, we trust that spring will arrive in its time. In the same way, trusting the process of life requires patience and faith. This trust is not blind optimism. It is a grounded understanding that life moves in cycles and balance. Letting go also invites us to practice humility. It reminds us that we are not the ultimate orchestrators of life's events. There is a vast, interconnected web of forces at play, some seen, many unseen. Accepting our small yet significant role in this greater whole brings a sense of perspective and peace. When you release what you cannot control, you free yourself from the burden of unnecessary worry. Worry is like carrying a heavy backpack filled with rocks, most of which you didn't need to pick up in the first place. Putting down the load allows you to walk more freely and focus on the path ahead. Letting go also enhances your ability to be present. The more you obsess over what's outside your control, the more you rob yourself of the here and now. The present moment is the only place where life unfolds, and the only place where you can make a difference. By anchoring yourself in the now, you reclaim your power. Releasing control can deepen your relationships as well. When you let go of the need to change others or dictate their actions, you create space for acceptance and genuine connection. You honor their autonomy and allow them to grow in their own way just as you grow in yours. Letting go does not mean abandoning your goals or desires. Instead, it means approaching them with an open hand rather than a clenched fist. You still move forward with intention and effort, but without the desperate need to force outcomes. This balance of effort and surrender is where true harmony lies. Releasing what you cannot control helps you to weather uncertainty with resilience. Life will always have unknowns, and trying to predict every outcome is futile. By letting go, you shift your focus from fear of the unknown to curiosity about what might unfold. Mindfulness can be a powerful tool in this practice. By observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment, you become aware of when you're clinging to control. This awareness is the first step toward letting go. Each time you notice yourself grasping, gently remind yourself to release. Sometimes letting go requires forgiveness of yourself, of others, or of circumstances that didn't go as planned. Forgiveness is a form of release, a way of untangling yourself from the chains of resentment and regret. It allows you to move forward with a lighter heart. Letting go also fosters gratitude. When you stop fixating on what you can't control, you make room to appreciate what you do have. Gratitude shifts your perspective, highlighting abundance rather than lack. This simple shift can transform your experience of life. Another benefit of releasing control is improved mental clarity. When your mind is not preoccupied with futile efforts to control the uncontrollable, it becomes more focused and creative. This clarity allows you to solve problems more effectively and make better decisions. Physical health can also improve when you let go. Chronic stress from trying to control everything takes a toll on the body, leading to tension, fatigue, and illness. Releasing what's beyond your reach reduces stress and supports overall well-being. Letting go is not a one-time act, it is a practice. Each day brings new opportunities to release and trust. Some days will be easier than others, but with patience and perseverance, it becomes a way of life, a life filled with greater ease and grace. Trusting the process doesn't mean life will always go as you hope. There will still be challenges and setbacks, but by releasing control, you can face these moments with strength and adaptability, knowing that you've done your part and the rest will unfold as it must. Finally, releasing what you cannot control opens the door to inner peace. Peace does not come from perfect circumstances. It comes from within, from the ability to let go and trust. And in that trust lies the greatest freedom, the freedom to live fully no matter what life brings. When you embrace this freedom, you also cultivate a deeper sense of self-awareness. Letting go is not just about external circumstances, it's also about releasing inner struggles. You learn to let go of limiting beliefs, self-criticism, and the constant need for validation. This inner release is just as transformative as surrendering external control. Each time you choose to release, you strengthen your ability to adapt. Adaptability is one of life's greatest skills, allowing you to navigate change with grace. Instead of being rigid and resistant, you become like water flowing around obstacles and finding new paths. Releasing control also helps you uncover your inner strength. There's a paradox here. By surrendering what you cannot control, you actually discover how much power you do have. The power to choose your response, to remain calm in adversity, and to find meaning even in uncertainty. This practice encourages you to trust yourself more deeply. When you let go of the need to control outcomes, you begin to trust your ability to handle whatever arises. You develop confidence in your resilience and resourcefulness, knowing that you can navigate life's ups and downs. Over time, letting go fosters a sense of inner freedom. You're no longer shackled by the constant need to predict, plan, and control every detail. Instead, you live with a sense of ease, allowing life to unfold while focusing on what truly matters. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It's quite the opposite. You care deeply, but wisely. You channel your energy into what aligns with your values and let go of the distractions that drain your focus. This selective caring brings clarity and purpose to your actions. The ripple effect of letting go is profound. As you release control, you inspire others to do the same. Your calm presence becomes a source of stability for those around you, showing them that it's possible to navigate life's chaos with grace. Each moment of release is a step toward living authentically. When you stop trying to control how others perceive you or how situations unfold, you free yourself to live in alignment with your true self. This authenticity is deeply fulfilling. Even in the face of adversity, releasing control helps you find peace. Challenges become less overwhelming when you stop resisting them and start working with them. This doesn't mean you stop striving for solutions. It means you approach them with calm determination rather than frantic energy. Releasing control also deepens your connection with the present moment. The present is where life happens, where joy is found, and where growth occurs. By letting go of what you can't change, you fully engage with what's in front of you. This practice is not about perfection. There will be times when you find yourself clinging again, struggling to let go. That's okay. Each moment is an opportunity to begin anew, to remind yourself that letting go is a journey, not a destination. When you look back on your life, you may realize that the most profound growth came not from moments of control, but from moments of surrender. These are the times when you allowed life to guide you, trusting that even in uncertainty, there was a purpose. Letting go ultimately leads to a lighter way of being, The burdens you once carried, the need for certainty, the fear of failure, the desire to control others, begin to fade. What remains is a sense of freedom and a deeper appreciation for the beauty of life's unpredictability. When chaos takes over, the human mind often becomes overwhelmed, tangled in a web of thoughts and emotions that amplify stress. It's natural to feel disoriented in such moments, as our instincts pull us toward fight, flight, or freeze. This reactive state, however, rarely leads to productive outcomes. Instead, it deepens the sense of helplessness. The first step out of this spiral is to pause, a deceptively simple act that interrupts the chaos and creates a window of clarity. The pause is not about inaction, but about recalibration. When you intentionally stop, even for a brief moment, you disengage from the turbulence of your thoughts. This creates a psychological reset, allowing your mind to organize itself rather than remain trapped in the noise. In this stillness, you can discern what truly matters and what is merely a distraction. The mind, like a jar of muddy water, begins to settle, and clarity emerges. Clarity doesn't mean all the answers will appear at once. Instead, it's the ability to focus on what is essential amid the noise. This focus comes from stepping back and observing rather than being swept away by the current. In doing so, you realize that not every problem demands immediate attention and not every worry is worth your energy. This shift in perspective can be liberating, as it narrows your priorities and reveals the most constructive path forward. Chaos often tricks us into believing that we must solve everything at once, creating an illusion of urgency. This perception leads to frantic actions or, conversely, a complete shutdown. When you pause, you realize that success doesn't come from tackling everything simultaneously, but from addressing one piece at a time. The moment you take that first mindful breath, you regain control over your narrative. Taking one step, no matter how small, can be profoundly empowering. It transforms the overwhelming expanse of challenges into something manageable. Even the smallest action carries the energy of intention, and intention is a powerful antidote to chaos. This act of moving forward, even incrementally, builds momentum. As you progress, the once daunting storm begins to lose its grip. This process of empowerment is not just about completing tasks, it's about rediscovering your agency. In chaos, it's easy to feel as though the world is acting upon you and that you're powerless to respond effectively. Each small step challenges this notion, reminding you that you are not at the mercy of your circumstances. You have the ability to shape your response, and in doing so, you reclaim your sense of self. Progress often starts with a single choice. Whether it's making a phone call, writing down a priority, or simply stepping outside for a moment, that initial action creates a ripple effect. Each step taken in clarity and calmness reinforces your confidence, which is a cornerstone of resilience. Confidence grows when you prove to yourself that you can navigate the unknown, one decision at a time. Resilience thrives on this practice of intentional progress. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulty, but about developing the capacity to adapt and endure. When faced with chaos, resilience is built through consistent small victories. These victories might seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, they form a foundation of strength. Each time you act with purpose, you strengthen your ability to face the next challenge. Adapting to chaos doesn't mean surrendering to it. Instead, it means learning to work with it, bending without breaking. Like a tree in the wind, resilience allows you to remain rooted while moving with the forces around you. This flexibility is cultivated through repeated experiences of taking small, mindful steps. Each step reinforces your trust in your ability to navigate uncertainty. Trusting yourself is a crucial aspect of resilience. Often, the greatest obstacle in chaos is the internal voice of doubt, questioning whether you can handle the situation. By pausing and acting intentionally, you quiet that voice. You demonstrate to yourself that you are capable, even in the face of complexity. This trust becomes a reservoir of strength that you can draw upon in future moments of chaos. Chaos also teaches the importance of surrendering control over things that cannot be changed. Resilience isn't about controlling every aspect of your environment, but about mastering your response. By focusing on what you can influence, your thoughts, actions, and perspective, you free yourself from the futile effort of trying to manage the unmanageable. This focus enhances your ability to thrive despite external circumstances. The more you practice intentional action, the more you build a sense of rhythm amidst chaos. Like a dance, you learn when to move, when to pause, and when to simply observe. This rhythm brings a sense of harmony to an otherwise discordant experience. It reminds you that chaos, while challenging, is not insurmountable. It can be navigated with grace and patience. As you become more resilient, you also become more adaptable. Adaptability is the ability to see opportunity where others might see only obstacles. It's the capacity to pivot when necessary, to rethink strategies, and to embrace change. Chaos often demands this kind of flexibility, and those who can adapt are better positioned to succeed. Adaptability doesn't mean abandoning your goals. It means finding new ways to reach them when the original path is blocked. This mindset allows you to stay committed to your vision while remaining open to new possibilities. It's a balance between determination and fluidity, a skill that is honed through experience. In the process of adapting, you learn to see chaos not as an enemy, but as a teacher. Chaos reveals your strengths and vulnerabilities, pushing you to grow in ways you might not have chosen voluntarily. It challenges your assumptions and encourages you to explore new perspectives. This growth is often uncomfortable, but it is also deeply rewarding. Success in chaos is not about perfection, but about progress. It's about finding the courage to take one step at a time, even when the path ahead is unclear. Each step is a testament to your resilience, adaptability, and determination. Over time, these small steps accumulate into significant achievements. The ability to pause and act intentionally also has a ripple effect on those around you. When you model calmness and purpose in chaos, you inspire others to do the same. Your clarity becomes a beacon for others, creating a sense of stability in the collective experience of uncertainty. This influence amplifies your impact, both personally and professionally. Resilience and empowerment are deeply intertwined. Each step you take builds not only your own confidence, but also the trust others place in you. As you demonstrate your ability to navigate chaos, you earn the respect and admiration of those who witness your journey. This respect can open doors to new opportunities and collaborations. In moments of chaos, it's easy to forget that you're not alone. Many people face similar challenges, and your example can provide them with hope and guidance. By showing what is possible, you contribute to a larger sense of collective resilience. This interconnectedness is a reminder that your actions, no matter how small, have a broader impact. Clarity, empowerment, and resilience are not separate qualities, but parts of a unified approach to chaos. Each one reinforces the other, creating a cycle of strength and adaptability. Clarity allows you to see the next step. Empowerment gives you the courage to take it, and resilience ensures that you can keep going despite obstacles. This approach to chaos is not about eliminating it, but about transforming your relationship with it. Chaos will always be a part of life, but how you respond determines whether it becomes a source of stress or an opportunity for growth. Through mindful action, you learn to navigate the complexities of life with greater ease and confidence. Each time you pause and take one intentional step, you align yourself with a deeper sense of purpose. This alignment brings a sense of fulfillment that transcends the immediate challenges of chaos. It reminds you of your capacity to thrive, no matter the circumstances. This is the heart of finding success in chaos. Success in chaos doesn't come from controlling it all. It comes from finding your calm center and acting intentionally. As the Buddha taught, in the stillness of the mind, you find the path to wisdom. Take a pause, anchor yourself, and watch how even the wildest storms reveal their gifts.